All right. So, we're going to get into the weekly review and breakdown. I'm going to cover each market. I'm going to cover the trades I took last week and then cover over any questions you guys got. So, getting right into it, I can start with indices. Remove all drawings. Do that. All right. So, I did share that I could see downside on NQ last week if this high wasn't displaced through. Okay? Because as we know, right, we had a daily CSD and SMT, but why did I not short NQ? Okay, why was it that I did not short NQ? Well, I saw that we were failing to close below this low, and I woke up to London displacing through this high. Okay, and remember, highs that take lows and lows that take highs are important for order flow. Okay, it's obvious on this chart that these lows that took this high right here are getting disrespected, while this high that took this low right here is getting displaced through. Okay, so it's signaling bullish order flow and bullish intention, right? Which you do not want to short that. Okay. I did not take anything on indices this week, but this is what I was looking at. If you go down to the lower time frames, we did have a midweek reversal. Okay, so Monday pump. I missed this short on Tuesday that I would have taken because we had SMT instead of a soup at the high. But once we start seeing that this starts to hold right here and that we're getting displacement here, what you can do is you then find a key level and discount of this range, right? I would use this order block. And you have a perfect soup right here. Turtle soup, key level, expansion. Okay. This is about all I saw this week. At least in a swing trading point of view. If you go to other markets, one of the reasons why I've been staying away from indices more is this. Okay, this is the monthly open on S&P. Let me get rid of this. As you can see, none of these lows are being souped, right? You see all of these failure swings. Okay, there hasn't been any super high quality turtle soups on the high time frame in quite a while on indices, which is one of the reasons why I've been staying away from it, because I don't like entering with liquidity below me, right? I'm not a fan of entering here when all these relatively equal lows are below, or entering here when this liquidity pool is below, or here, right? I'd much rather prefer, where's my drawing tool at? Something like this, right, to enter on, right? I'm entering on the purge of liquidity, okay? So that's one of the reasons why I've been staying away from indices more. It's just because of its tendency to be doing that currently, right? All these equal lows, relatively equal lows, leaving these liquidity pools. And this is the first real soup we've gotten, high time frame, right? So with this holding, you can expect that since we have a turtle soup on NQ, right, after a range, it's usually range, turtle soup, expansion, right? Ranges cause expansion. So after this turtle soup, I'm going to anticipate next week should be a bigger candle to the upside, right? Possibly targeting all-time highs. Okay. But that is my anticipation for next week. There's not really, though, any very high probable key levels to use. We have a 4-hour gap here, which isn't bad. But, again, it's just very sideways indices are currently, which is why I've been staying away from them more. So, on to the next. We'll go to, let's do Bitcoin. Bitcoin, So I called all-time highs from just around here. We are getting there very surely. Okay. Lots of opportunity in this leg up. Now I'm anticipating next week to possibly be the week that takes all-time highs. Okay. Now it's possible these failure swings give a reaction, right? But the main thing to focus on, and I will cover my trade on this, is the candle that I'm trading, right? This monthly candle, turtle soup this low, after we ranged, right? Range, turtle soup expansion. We have another small range, a turtle soup, possibly of this low. I'd expect another expansion. Okay. Now, my trade was off of this daily gap. Right here. Okay. So we have a daily gap. We have a low that took a high, right? This low purged this high, so it should get turtle souped in bullish markets. Okay. And then I waited. Now, I wasn't on here because this was Sunday, and I wasn't looking at Bitcoin. But I was on, where was it? I think it was, no, it was earlier. Yeah, I think it was around here. Yeah, 3 p.m. candle. Okay, so I saw that we had this turtle soup. I saw that we respected this hourly FEG. So I went down to a 5-minute. Okay. And I caught an entry right here. Okay. So my trade looked like this. Off the 5-minute CSD after this turtle soup. And I was targeting. Oops. I know it's small, you can barely see it. And I was targeting this high. And admittedly, I didn't really hold much to up here because this was a pretty fast move. So I will be looking to get back in longs for all-time highs. But I took majority of my position off right here of this trade. Okay. So that about covers Bitcoin. Do you have any questions before I move to anything? Or pretty clear? Yes, it does. Elections will be very... now, I'm not 100% sure if it's going to make it go up or down, right? It's kind of a, if this happens, then I'll do this type of thing. But it does make crypto get very volatile. So, you know, I mean, me personally, I've never been through an election, trading the markets. So, I guess it's new for me as well. So, I just know that the markets do get very volatile around election. So we can anticipate draws still being met, but just quicker. Or manipulation still happening, but it's much more exaggerated, right? Let me go to Euro. Take all the lines off. Euro. We called this earlier. This monthly power 3. I was looking at with this monthly gap to hold, but you have to look, right? This is a low that took a high, and we gapped through it, right? Remember, lows that take highs are very important. We gapped through this, and then we use it to propel us down further, okay? This is telling me the high time frame is now bearish because of this, okay? So I'm looking for this low. This is the monthly low, okay? And from here, we'll have to see what price does to this low, if we displace, if we reject, and we'll go from there, okay? GU kind of the same thing. GU's looking a lot more bullish, but it's kind of sloppy. We've had a bunch of very small-bodied candles, which makes me not very interested in GU or EU for the following weeks. USD CAD. I want to see USD CAD continue to go to this high, right? Because we had a monthly shift, bearish in a bullish market, right? In a bullish market, bearish candles will get engulfed. Okay, that's what I'm anticipating here, and I'm anticipating for CAD to reach these highs. Okay, so how can you trade that? Well, we're opening up a weekly gap after a range, right? Range, turtle soup expansion. Okay, range, looking for a turtle soup and do a high time from key level and expansion. Okay, same exact thing for JPY. I'm expecting it to go higher. We started ranging. What do I need to see? Range, turtle soup, expansion. Okay. Gold. Gold's just going to all-time. I mean, it's already at all-time highs, but it's just pumping. So there's not much to talk about on gold. Oil. Oil is one of the ones I'll be looking at the most this week. Oil looks like it has a very good swing to these lows. Now, admittedly, I took a short up here. Right here, and I got stopped by this wick, and I did not re-enter because it was a Friday, but it did end up dumping. Okay, so I did take a loss on this. I'll show you guys my loss, which could have been avoided with a proper stop loss. Okay, but we had this 4-hour FEG. We had a turtle soup inside of this 4-hour FEG. And I took a hourly model 1. Oh, excuse me, that's the wrong one. Okay, I took this right here. Now, once we dumped, I put my stop to break even like I should not have. I got souped out, and it dumped. Okay, which it happens, right? Operator error, my fault. Have to keep risk on when you enter a trade, but I will be looking for a continuation short, right? We've engineered, again, a high time from gap, a daily FEG. We have highs that take lows in bearish markets. This high purged this low and all these lows. Okay, so I'll be looking for a turtle soup, key level, expansion to the dole. Okay, I think that about covers. Do you have any questions over anything? Oh, perfect. Yeah, I think it's pretty straightforward. The markets. Yeah, no problem, man. So yeah, I'll probably end it here. I think that about covers everything. For anyone watching this, if you have any questions, feel free to shoot me in the private chats or general chat. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here.